Oh, hey, Crispy. Are you wearing the same clothes as yesterday? Yes. I literally got on the plane. I landed. It was a red eye. And here we are, gym vlog number 4. Chest day, baby. Team no sleep. Just hanging out right now. Drinking my pre workout today is a Celsius. I drink all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do some chest here in a second. It was a crazy flight, so apologize my look today. I am tired and exhausted beyond belief. But I'm gonna get this workout done and I'm gonna go to sleep after this workout. That's why I wanted to do the workout right away. For me, I landed at like 5:30 a.m. For me to, I stopped, I got some food, dropped off my stuff. Now I'm at the gym. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 8 a.m. I think. And after I finish this workout, I can go back, and I'm already done with the workout for today. Instead of going, taking a shower, and then later on trying to come to the gym, it's definitely a lot easier for me this way. But everybody has a little bit different preference on things. Obviously, if you don't sleep, if you don't nourish your body, which I obviously haven't done in the past 24 hours, then don't expect the highest of performances. But at the end of the day, either way, you want to be able to, you know, get that pump into the muscle, which is what I always talk about. Is pump that muscle up, get that going, and the strength will come. The strength will come eventually, as long as you also nourish the muscle. Which that's gonna be nice today. I'm gonna have a really nice meal today. Yesterday, I ended up resorting to Shake Shack in the airport. I am trying to bulk. I did not weigh myself this morning, so I do not know how much I weigh this morning. Since I didn't sleep, I couldn't just weigh myself. Anyways, today we got chest and a little bit of triceps, kind of to finish what we didn't finish yesterday. The arm workout is already live if you watch this, because obviously this is already live. Never mind. I still need to upload the arm workout from yesterday, the shoulder workout, but that's already uploading right now while I'm recording this one. So, anyways, we're gonna start off by warming up our shoulders. So we're gonna do actually the same exercise we warmed up with yesterday, because that's my favorite one. But this gym, and I'm just at a regular LA Fitness. LA Fitness all have the nice shoulder raises. So let's go warm up, baby. I did 2 sets already of the shoulder raises right now, and yeah, I got like two more or so. Again, this is honestly just to warm up, and I know I did the same exercise yesterday, but I just don't like anything quite as much to warm up as the shoulder raises. We're gonna go after this into some probably like a bench press right away. I want to get a heavy bench press going today. We'll see how much strength we got, but I want to get a little heavy flat bench going, and then after which I can go and cable a little bit. But I think that that's a good idea. Bench press into cable. Workout again won't be too long. I thought in general we're gonna have a longer workout today, and just for it to happen later. But such is life. Sometimes you just gotta get the workout in, and that's genuinely something that's incredibly important. I can say, there's a difference between showing up and not showing up. So when it comes to the gym, I show up every day, and you should as well. By the way, there's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't show up. There's absolutely no excuse. You know what I mean? you can pretty much always make time for it, right? I mean, I'm sure there are a couple exceptions, but in on itself, you should always be able to make time for the gym. On a fun note, I almost hit my calories yesterday. Almost. I missed out on 200 only, but I was over 200 grams protein, so I was just missing a little bit on the carb side, to be honest. Which is, I'm okay with, you know. Of all the things, if I can finish the protein and I'm almost there on the calories, then it's all right. I mean, it was only my second day of the bulk, so it's gonna take a long time. I'm assuming this bulk is gonna go on for a while. Last time I bulked at it 6 months, 7 months. So this time I think, I don't know, it is October. I started October 1st. So at the very least, till the end of the year, that's 3 months. But I think I'm going to try to push it until end of March to give us 6 full months of bulking. All right, last one here. Again, just warming those shoulders up. All right. Ooh. Feeling incredibly tight from the plane, which is one of the reasons I like to train before and after relatively fast. Just feel extremely tight. I warmed up already with 1 plate. Bench press, baby. I just realized that this is our first push day on camera, so that's kind of cool. It's our first real push day. Like I said, we're gonna go and do relatively heavy bench presses right now. I am not sure if I'm gonna go over 2 plates. 2 plates I can push usually pretty easy for like 10 reps, but I like to put in kind of like different variations of what I do. So you'll see me on a couple of the sets do something where I hold it halfway, just really get a nice burn into the biceps, into the chest. So we'll see how that's gonna go after no sleep or anything. Yeah. What's kind of funny too, guys, is different gyms. I like to train different body parts at different gyms. So for example, I love coming to LA Fitness for chest because they have the most OG best bars. There are the best bars that you can have. They're from LA Fitness. I don't know why, but all the new bars that exist are absolute trash. I hate them. They're just absolutely the worst. All the new bars that you can get at all the new gyms, they twist and turn so much. To me, in general, the older the equipment, the better it is. And these benches from LA Fitness, to me, are the OG benches. Maybe it's because this is where I learned how to bench press for the first time in my life. But yeah, all right, let's do a quick set. This one is just going to be repping it out, feeling out the weight. All right, not too bad. I think that was 8. I'm not 100% sure, but that's not bad for the first set. We're gonna try to do, the next set is gonna be only 4 or 5, but they're going to be, I'm gonna be holding the weight, which is very different as well when you're holding the weight halfway, all the way, etc. I moved the camera over a little bit. I think it's a little better for everybody because I had it next to a rack. If you're filming in the gym, guys, don't be a dick. You're not more important than anyone else, So make sure you keep your space and you leave people their space. That's one thing I'm very adamant about. Never, never feel like you're more important than someone else, because you're not. Everybody is the same, guys. Everybody's the same. And that's one thing that you also learn by going to the gym, for sure. Because the gym can humble the biggest guy. Every single guy that I've ever known has always met someone that's bigger than them. So the gym can be extremely humbling on so many different levels as well. Like, I've seen young guys, 18, 19, 20, massive dudes with steroids, coming in thinking they're the shit, and you see this 45, 50-year-old guy coming in he would never think is stronger than them, and absolutely crush them in bench press or in squats or something. So you never know. You never know. All right, let's do the next set before I start getting cold. But oh, as you guys can see, that was only like 4 reps. But what I did was I brought it down to the middle. I held it. I dropped it on my chest, pushed it up to the middle again, held it again, then dropped it down and all the way out. I'm telling you guys, you do that a couple times to shock the muscle or whatever. You don't need to do anything else. You do not need to do anything else. Sorry, I'm a little bit hot under the hat. I just have to wear a hat because otherwise I don't know where I'm going to put the mic. If I put it here, it'd just be bothersome. So, but I'm already feeling a great pump. Guys, in general, I see people spend way too much time at the gym. Like, when you come in here and you tell me, oh, I'm in the gym for 2 to 3 hours every day, you're wasting your time. I promise you. You're either on your phone way too much, or you're doing this. I take longer because of this now, obviously. But in general, guys, you come into the gym, you don't need to do more than like 10 to 15 total sets, depending on what muscle you train. And maybe if you do legs, you could argue a little different. But in general, you don't need that many sets, as long as each set is a strong to failure set, right? Now, obviously, when I'm by myself and I do bench press, I can't theoretically go to full failure because I won't be able to bring up the weight. To be fair, I've been training for 16 years, so I kind of have a good feeling what my last rep is. If you don't feel that confident and you're just starting to do this stuff, please do not be afraid to ask for help. Asking for help is never wrong. That I can tell you. Asking for help is awesome. And when people ask me for help, I'm always happy to help. Always. I've never in my life gone, I can't spot you. So don't be afraid to ask for help. All right, we're gonna do a set right now with a complete pause rep. So the pause reps are gonna be, I'm gonna go down extremely slow, pause it on my chest and push it out. I think we're gonna just do 3 reps with that one. Let's see. Oh my God. All right, here I can feel certainly now that I haven't slept, that I'm dying. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. In general, also, if you are doing bench press by yourself and you're a beginner, maybe don't go quite that heavy. It's okay. Apparently, the video stops after 5 minutes. Now I know it. So the video stopped after 5 minutes. Anyways, if you're a beginner and you're bench pressing and you don't want to go too heavy yet, don't kill yourself. Instead, do a lighter weight. but genuinely control the weights. It's kind of similar to what I did. I can easily bench. I benched last month. I benched 3 plates for the first time in forever. I tried and I benched it easily for 2.5 reps when I had a spotter. When I was full of carbs and I felt really good, but there's no need necessarily to do that every time you train. Also, I see a big mistake I see people do is train their heaviest almost every time they train. You know, we don't want to do that necessarily. You want to go to your max weight every time you train. That's not going to help. You need to find maybe like 80%. Find your max weight, calculate what like 85% of that is, and then make that the max weight of your training session, because you should be able to do that amount, probably 2 to 4 reps. Now, before I do my last set, one question that everybody does ask in general is, where should the hand placement be? And I'm quite rigorous on this to say that it actually doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but what doesn't matter is there's no perfect, this is no. I genuinely like to do like this. So I do a set wider, middle, close, wide, close, middle, wide again, I mean middle. So I always have 3 different directions. Close, which is more triceps, then the middle one, which is about here. Then I do wide ones. The wide ones definitely go more on the shoulders, and you got to be more careful with the wide ones. But some people say that the wide ones are the best ones. My next set is actually going to be a wide one, so I'll do that one real quick with you guys on here, and then I'll finish up on here by myself. So, yeah. I'll finish up here. I'll finish up here. I got maybe one more set left. Not much more. Just kind of pumping out the last one here. And then we're gonna move on to some nice flies, baby. Oh, I am in such a twilight zone at the moment. That's kind of how I feel, so hope I'm not blabbering too much shit. And we're on to flies. Let me do my set right away, and then we'll chat. Too light, way too light. Now, not having this machine in the other gym, I've dearly missed doing this machine. I have to say, this is at the end of the day one of the best ones. And I can, genetically I have. Let's restart this. Genetically, everybody has kind of their strengths. Jeez Louise. Strengths and weaknesses. And the chest is definitely one of my weaknesses. And I can definitely attest flies were by far what helped me the most and actually eventually grow my chest. For example, my biceps is my strength. So even when I don't train biceps and arms, my arms usually always looked relatively big compared to the rest of my body, whereas my chest always looked small. On the other hand, for example, I have a quite thick back, even at lighter weights, but it's not that wide. I don't have crazy wide back. I guess what I'm trying to say is familiarize. Wow, I cannot speak today. I apologize, guys. Familiarize yourself with your strengths and your weaknesses, and then kind of go from there. For me, chest definitely was a weakness, and so were legs, to be honest, at the beginning. And then they eventually became my biggest strength. And now they're back to kind of like normal. Since I lost weight, I lost a lot of my legs. When I went from 180 to 170, I honestly think that the majority of that came from my legs. Oh. 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 Ay. Ay. Ooh, that's better. That's better. But I think I can go up a little bit more. I'm not sure if I should. This exercise is the one where I feel my right shoulder probably the most when I go a little bit heavier. I used to also go further back to where you get an even further stretch. But I kind of realized over the years that that's not something you necessarily want to do with heavier weights. You can do it with some very light weights. But as soon as the weights get even just a little bit heavier, don't do it anymore. You're just going to hurt yourself again. Anyways, I just realized that I sound like an old man in all these videos. I see a lot of these younger guys, fitness influencers, that are 18, 19, 20, 21, that are way bigger than me. But maybe I have a little bit more experience when it comes to this, because the simple truth is, if you fall into my like teenage guy demographic, or you're like 20, maybe even all the way to 25, 28, your body eventually changes, and pains and aches will not go away the same way as they used to be. I remember playing football in high school and getting just smashed in the head, falling down. You just get up and you feel good. Now I was boxing and I got punched in the face. When I was sparring, I got punched in the face, and I had to take aspirin for a week because my head was pounding, which is one of the reasons I'm not quite sure if I'm going to continue with my boxing journey or not. We'll see where that goes in general, to be honest. I'm gonna do a couple more sets here, like really focus, guys. The one thing I see people here is like they're ripping it, but I see very little focus. These specifically, the best way I can say this is, no matter what you do, the more you focus on the muscle and the more you tell your brain to genuinely focus on a certain muscle, the more that muscle will burn, right? So if you are pushing and just going crazy, you don't use your brain specifically to focus on the chest. Now, if I don't go too heavy, and I'm sitting here and I go, and I fully focus on the chest, I don't need quite as much weight, and I don't need quite as many reps, and I'm still able to get the same results. Now, now, you do need, on some exercises, certainly you do need really heavy weight to really get to the next level. But on some exercises you don't. Just like I told you guys yesterday, the shoulders don't necessarily need crazy heavy weight. Now, for example, if you want to eventually grow your legs, in my opinion, over a certain point, you cannot avoid heavy squats, in my opinion. Heavy squats eventually are a must. So, I think we have legs again tomorrow. No, back is tomorrow. That's good. Gives me a little break. And tomorrow's going to be an easy back day. And the day after tomorrow, we're going to have a crazy leg day. Depending if my back's all right. This flight has not helped my back. It's all really tightened up and it feels bad. It doesn't feel good to get older. But let me tell you something. Working out and training actually helps a lot with it. Sounds horrible, the things that I say actually kind of makes you not want to even train, I guess. But I promise you that all studies when it comes to training versus not training are absolutely insane. Longevity of life, energy levels, testosterone levels. And this goes for men and women, you know, male and female. Exercise only shows positive aspects all the time. And actually, weightlifting shows more positive, shows a more positive impact than cardio actually does. The incline machine I wanted to do is busy right now, so I'm gonna just do a little bit of bench press incline, lightweight though. I'm just gonna do one plate. Really focus on that squeeze, you know? Some people say that unless you're doing dumbbells, you can't feel the squeeze. In my opinion, that's complete BS. I mean, absolute bullshit. You can feel the squeeze with any exercise you do if you do it right. Sorry, I put this a little too low. Ah, the seat is broken. Good to know. The seat is broken, which is what threw me off a little bit. As you guys saw, I didn't go all the way down. So I like to, when I do this exercise, I like to do two different things. I either like to go further back, and I really like pull it on my chin, but then I don't go lower than this. Or I push my shoulders down a little bit more, and I pull it here and I drop it on my chest, which would look something like, more like this. Which would look something more like this. If that makes sense. But here right now, especially, because when you go lower down the way I just did on my chest, I could go up in way higher weight, and I think that's when you're the stronger. But what I like to do is when I keep it like that, and I just really put it almost on my mouth, right, my chin, my mouth, and I just push it from here, I tend to get incredible pump right here in my upper chest. And as I was just telling you guys, my weakness is certainly my chest and my upper chest. So that's something that has definitely helped me work on it and get better. Machine is still taken, the one I like, so we're gonna do a couple more sets here. I don't know, 2 or 3. This is something I was saying in my previous video, I think, or 2 videos ago. If something is busy that you wanna do, don't get in line and do nothing. Most people I see, they do this. They get in line, like how long? Oh, excuse me, how long you got? Oh, 4 more sets? Yeah, no worries. Put their stuff down and just be chilling on their phone for 15 minutes. During those 15 minutes that you're wasting on your phone, you could be doing something else that will certainly also help your muscle. You know, it's not just one exercise that will help your muscle. There's thousands of exercises that you can do. I mean, for God's sakes, you could just do push-ups at least even, you know? That's one thing, by the way, that I don't do that much anymore, because I think when you get to a certain point, push-ups become a little bit easy. But I'm a big advocate. If you're starting your journey, I mean, you can start push-ups from your knees and build yourself up to regular push-ups. And I'm telling you already, that will help you so much with your shoulder and your chest development and your tightness. If you're a woman, by the way, if you can do push-ups, it will tighten up your chest. And I mean all of it. It is actually quite phenomenal what exercise can do. Everything becomes firmer, tighter. It can help with skin. You know, some people that have skin issues in the sense that they have very loose skin, from whatever reason, it can help. Now, obviously, if you went from being extremely big to very skinny, it's not going to get rid of all that skin, but it can certainly help to a certain degree tighten in a lot of places in your body. And push-ups can do wonders for sure. All right, let's do another one. Hey. Do not do what I just did, by the way. Do not do what I just did. I just turned my head in the middle of a set. That is so dangerous. You can genuinely pull your neck horribly doing that. Something extremely rare happened. Both sides of the cable are free. The gym is actually quite empty today for it being a Tuesday, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter. Here it's always full. So yeah, we obviously already did the, can you see me? Yeah. I obviously already did the open ones. We've already done open flies like this on the machine. We're gonna be doing some cable pushes like that. I don't even know what they're called. Contrary to many people, I don't like when the cables are all the way up. Oh, there's nothing better. It's a little too light. But guys, there's nothing better. There just isn't anything better to get a full pump into your chest. You go like this and you push it all the way together. If you don't feel your chest then, then you're doing something wrong. I promise you, because that is the epitome of feeling that chest burning, of feeling that chest just absolutely on fire. Just absolutely on fire. Wow, I'm gonna do 4 sets of this, so let's give me a quick recap of what we've done. We started with, we did some shoulder warm-ups. I even did more warm-ups. I didn't even show you guys, but it is what it is. Lost my train of thought. So we did a little shoulder warm-up, then we did bench press. Bah, bah. Then we did flies. And now we're doing the cable push. And then we're going to be, we did incline as well. Sorry. And then after this, I want to try to get that machine, but it's already busy again. And honestly, after that, we're going to do dips and we're done. And we are done for the training. Oh, wow. I think we might just go to dips after this. This feels too good. I haven't done this in a while. This feels way too good. We might just do dips after this and call it a day. As I said earlier, 15 sets in total for your workout. I think you're good to go. Especially if you're even really talking about like the working sets. I don't know. Like if you have some heavier working sets in there, I don't see why you need to stay on forever. I'm gonna put this down a little bit and do this a little bit lower too. I do like when it's more low as well, because I don't have to bend over as much. Obviously, it's always a little bit of a different muscle that you're attacking, but there's always hundreds of variations of everything. Of everything. I'm also, as you guys can tell, still kind of trying to figure out how these videos are going to go in general. But we'll see in the future how many sets of which exercises I'm going to include into the video or not. It's all not that straightforward. All right, let's do one more on video here for this one, because I put it down a little bit so y'all can see. This is also the first time I'll see myself doing any of these exercises. Oh. 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 Feel nice and strong on that one. Definitely a little bit of a different placement of the muscle. That one felt very nice. So I'm gonna do one, maybe even 2 more sets on this. Then we're gonna move to dibs. I might have to hurry up a little bit because I think the battery is dying. The battery is dying on the camera. So in case the battery is dying, guys, this is our last exercise. We're gonna do dips. I decided to do 5 sets of 10 reps. 10 reps are going to be relatively slow. So let me do 1 set here right now for you guys. Oh, now, when I focus more on chest, then I'm gonna do my sets like this, right? I put my legs up a little bit. As you guys saw here, my legs are up more, so I lean more forward. When I try to do more triceps, I try to keep my legs up front so I can focus more on the triceps. As you guys can probably tell also, yesterday's and today's workouts can easily put into one workout together if you want to. You know, the whole idea always when you work out is that you have a lot of different muscle groups. And muscle groups have different sizes, right? So if you do a day, let's say for example, I see someone that goes in the gym and only does biceps and triceps. Both of those muscle groups are relatively small. But then if you have only one day for the entire leg, which is the glutes are massive, the quads are massive muscles. I mean, even the calves are bigger muscles than the biceps, right? So if you do bicep, tricep separate, you could do calves and, I don't know, calves and biceps, right? Because the triceps and the calves are probably about the same size. So don't forget that whatever you do, you put your body under a certain amount of stress. So when you're training, for example, your full back in one day, but then you separate shoulders only for one day, that doesn't really equal itself out. That's why I personally trained most of the time push, which means it's chest, shoulders, triceps. Then another day is pull, which is biceps and all the back basically. And then another day is legs, which is all the leg parts. Yeah, glutes, hammies, quads, calves. Now I'm going to, over the next couple of weeks, do more of a bodybuilding type of split, just like I have been doing, because I am going to start training arms again, which I haven't done in honestly about 10 years, I would say. And then we're gonna see how that goes, and we'll kind of go from there, which is, I think, a sentence I say infinite amount of times. Hey, sorry. Oh. All right, team. Seriously though, if you've watched this video all the way to the end, I appreciate you. This is just the beginning of my journey. I'm hoping to look back on this, and in 2 years of posting a gym vlog almost every day, you know, let's say 5, 6 a week, I can look back and we'll go from a couple hundred views to thousands, maybe millions of views. We'll see. It's a very different aspect of creating content for me than it was before. So thanks everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow.